everyone. Today I'm here in Dallas at a Montessori school helping them set up their practical life shelves for when the children return from their winter break. I love seasonal works. Anything that you can change out month to month is super beneficial because it continues to draw the children to the work and intrigue them, and you get to get in every little piece of the Montessori practical life works. There's so many big spoons, little spoons, ladles, tweezers, there's an array of things that you can use. So the seasons are a really beautiful way to incorporate all those things, starting with beans and working your way to water and sponging, and the options are endless. So I had a really great time today working on these shelves, and I'm going to give you a little tour of the Practical Life season shelves of winter, January. So here are the shelves I've been working on. I'll go through each of the works with you guys so you can see what I put together. And of course we start left to right in preparation for reading and writing. And I've started with whole hand grasping transfer with lima beans. These are really fun because then you get to tell the children what lima beans are. Most of them have never tried them before. Then we're going to move on to some spooning. I used white cotton balls because I thought they were so cute and looked like little snowballs. So the children will continue to work left to right. And when they're finished, they can either turn it around or cross the midline or just gently put them back into the bowl. Here's a ladling spooning work that again, they very nicely separate the two different colors. So over here we have the clear crystals and the blue beads. And when they're finished separating those, they can just put them right back into the bowl or use their ladle to transfer them back. I love that work. I think it's so cute. Moving on to a pouring work. These pictures have handles on them. Of course, when you first start out the year, you want to start with pictures that don't have handles on them so they can use the whole hand to grasp the picture. But as the year goes on, they can start using handled pictures. And of course, you want to teach them to do this work with two hands, pouring very gently into the picture. You can switch this around, you can cross your midlines. A lot of people always start their pouring works left to right in the tradition of working left to right for reading and writing. But when it comes to pictures, I always start on the right because this is how we pour. Very rarely do you see someone who is right-handed pouring left to right. You always see them pouring right to left. So in this circumstance, I change it up just a little bit for that benefit. We're going to move on to some more pouring, but this pouring is done with water. And if you don't have a colored picture, you can always use water dye, like colored dye. It's really beautiful, and you can do it with every season. You can move into March and use green, or Christmas use red. Here's where we do our flower arranging work. Here's the vase for the flowers, but the children bring those to school when they return to school. So we'll have some beautiful flower arrangements. I'm gonna walk right around. All right, here is a hand sorting work. There's 4 different compartments, so you have 4 different objects. I've chosen gold snowflakes, silver snowflakes, snowmen with green, and snowmen with red. I like that there's a slight variation, so the children don't just, oh, that's a snowman, I'm going to put them together. No, they have to really look at the difference. Oh, that snowman is different. So they can't just rush through the work, they really have to look at those small details. All right, this work we're going to go ahead and use tongs, and every single little blue bead has a spot, and there's one for each square place. It's really embarrassing if you don't pre-do the work before the children arrive and you don't have enough beads for the squares, or something is lost or you have too many beads. This is a self-correcting work when you do it properly. So there should be a bead for every single slot, and if there's not enough beads or there's too many beads, they can look back and say, oh, I might have done that wrong, I need to self-correct. Or the teacher says, oh no, I forgot to make sure that works properly. Here's another sorting work with this is actually a strawberry huller, and the children use it to sort the different types or colors of pom-pom balls. Isn't that cute? I just think that's so adorable. Okay, this is a multifaceted work. Because it's cold outside, I found these little cube crystals that look like ice. I think it's so fun, and I filled it with water. And the only blue sponge I could find in their classroom is kind of sad looking, so I think I will run to the store this weekend and get another beautiful blue sponge. But first you're going to sift the ice or crystals out of the water. Put them into the first bowl. Once you've done that, you've got them all in, then you're going to use the sponge to transfer water into the second bowl. So this is a two-part work. I've used this cute little basket to do some impressions with penguins. I've put molding magic clay at the bottom. They can do fingerprints, or they can set up the penguin and do tracks as the penguin moves to his friend to talk. So just a really fun little impressions work. These aren't necessarily seasonal, but they do exercise the pincer grasp, fine motor. And I love this works. One of the teacher made this at home. It's just a little piece of log cut and put nails on it, and you grab a rubber band and you can make all sorts of fun designs. It's really sweet and really exercises the fine motor. Of course, there's a million other works down here that have to do with practical life, but the ones on the tops are the ones that change seasonally, and the ones on the bottom kind of stay the same throughout the year. You might change them out just a little bit, like what you're sewing or the different puzzles you use. So I've put out a really cute little snowman puzzle. So they'll have that as far as seasonal work goes. So I hope you've enjoyed this little tour of my practical life shelves I've set up, and I hope you have a great time coming back to school. We'll talk to you later. Bye.